The moon's phases are one of the most fascinating and easily observable celestial phenomena, captivating humans for millennia. Imagine the moon as a giant mirror reflecting the sun's light. As the moon orbits Earth, we see different portions of its illuminated half, creating the phases. The cycle starts with the new moon. During this phase, the moon is positioned between Earth and the sun. The side of the moon facing Earth is in shadow, making it invisible to us. This marks the beginning of the lunar cycle. As the moon moves in its orbit, a sliver of light begins to appear on the right edge, leading to the waxing crescent phase. Waxing means growing, and during this phase, more of the moon's illuminated surface becomes visible each night. This thin crescent of light is a charming sight, often visible just after sunset. A week after the new moon, we reach the first quarter phase. At this point, half of the moon is illuminated on the right side, creating a perfect half circle in the sky. It's called the first quarter because the moon is 1/4 of the way through its lunar cycle. Continuing on, we enter the waxing gibbous phase. Gibbous means swollen, and during this period more than half of the moon is lit up, but it's not yet fully illuminated. The moon appears to grow larger each night, leading up to the most famous lunar phase, the full moon. The full moon occurs when Earth is between the sun and the moon. The entire face of the moon facing Earth is illuminated, creating a brilliant, glowing disk in the night sky. Full moons have inspired countless myths, legends, and even werewolf stories. It's the peak of the lunar cycle, and a time when the moon's beauty is most apparent. After the full moon, the light begins to wane or decrease. This leads to the waning gibbous phase. Here, the light starts to shrink from the right, and we see less of the moon each night. Waning indicates the diminishing illumination. About 3 weeks into the cycle, we reach the last quarter phase. Similar to the first quarter, half of the moon is illuminated, but this time it's the left side. The moon is now 3/4 of the way through its orbit around Earth. Finally, we enter the waning crescent phase. The moon's illuminated portion continues to shrink, leaving a small crescent of light on the left side. This phase leads us back to the new moon, completing the cycle and starting anew. The moon's phases are not only a beautiful celestial event, but also a reminder of the intricate dance between the moon, Earth, and the sun. This cycle, which repeats every 29.5 days, has guided calendars, agricultural practices, and cultural rituals for centuries. By observing the moon's phases, we connect with a natural rhythm that has fascinated humanity since the dawn of time. So next time you look up at the night sky, take a moment to appreciate the moon's ever-changing face and the cosmic ballet that makes it all possible.